Hello guys, I'm Roosevelt, and in this video I'll be showing you how I designed this flyer in Adobe Photoshop. So I'll be showing you the elements that I used, the pattern, the font, the colors, and then the idea behind this particular flyer design. So without wasting much time, let's get started. I have my worksheet over here, and the size of the worksheet is uh, 1080 by 1350 pixels. So the length is 1080 pixels and then the height is 1350 pixels. That's the Instagram size. So with this, what I did was I first imported my pattern image, which is this. At first, its blend mode was set to normal and then the opacity was set to 100%. And then it was too much for me, so what I did was I reduced its opacity to 8% and then I changed its blend mode to multiply. After doing that, I selected my rectangle shape over here and then I drew a rectangle at the bottom like this. So after drawing the rectangle, I went ahead and then changed the color of the rectangle. So I gave it a color code of 144 DAC. That was the color code that I gave this particular rectangle over here. After doing that, it was looking a bit raw for me, so I had to add pattern to it. So what I did was I duplicated the background pattern and then I placed it on top of my rectangle shape. So this was how it was looking like. With the duplicated pattern, its opacity was set to 20, but then the blend mode was still on multiply. After doing that, I just right clicked on the pattern image and then I selected create clipping mask to clip it into my rectangle shape over here. Once I was done, I needed to create a space where I'll be adding my images. So once again, I selected my rectangle tool over here and then I created a rectangle on the right side of the worksheet. So after drawing my rectangle, I went ahead and then changed its color to this same blue color over here. Then I duplicated my pattern once again and then I clipped it into my rectangle shape over here. So this is where I'll be adding my images. So after doing that, I just selected these ones from the bottom rectangle to the top one, and then I just group them and name them shapes so that I know that this group contains my shapes and then my pattern. Nice. So once I was done setting up the background, now I need to move on and then add my images. So I went ahead and then added my images over here. So this is how I did it. I drew a rectangle shape and then I gave it a stroke with a lighter blue color and then I just clipped my images into them. So maybe if you might be wondering how I did it, let me open the group over here. Yeah, so you can see that this is for the first one. This is how the rectangle shape looks like, and then I just added after doing everything, I just added a stroke to the main group. Yeah. So you let me first turn off this stroke over here. So this was how it was looking like. I created this rectangle, then I duplicated it and placed it over here. Then I added an image over here and then clipped it into this particular rectangle. So this is the image that I clipped it onto this particular rectangle over here. Then this is also the image on the right side. So that was how I was able to add my images in my triangle. So I named this side R, which means right, so that I'll know these particular images are the right images, the images on the right. Yeah. Then I drew another rectangle, which is this. Then I placed it next to the rectangle on the right. So I just placed it here. And then with that one too, I imported my image and then clamped it into a rectangle shape over here. After doing that, I duplicated it and clipped a different image into this one too as well. So yeah, once I was done, I grouped this part and then named it L, which is left, meaning the images on the left. After that, I selected these two groups, which is the R and then the L, the right and then the left one. Then I grouped them and named them images so that I know that this particular group contains my images. But then after I was done, I thought it was a bit raw for me, so I had to maybe, uh, let's say, add something to uh, bring some kind of attention, some slight attention to my images. So I went ahead and then I added a stroke. So I added this light blue stroke around my image shapes. So let me double click and then let's see. So with the stroke, I give it a stroke size of 3, and then the position is set to outside, the opacity is set to 100%, and then the color code is set to 03C0FE. So that's the color that I gave my stroke over here. So when I was done, I just added my effects. If you've been watching this series from episode 1, you will know how come I came up with this effect. And then this is the items included in the effect. It's not anything fancy in a way, it's just some darkened things over here, and then this one is just an ellipse shape that I created. Yeah. So this where I added my effect. Then after that, I selected the shapes group, the images group, and then the effects group, and then I grouped everything and named it background, so that whenever I'm searching for anything in the background, I know that if I come to this particular group, I'll get it. Nice. So after I was done with the background, I just went ahead and then added the company's logo. So with this logo, it's just text. Let me open it. So the first text, which is LS, with that one I went with a font called Brickell. So the font name is called Brickell, and I selected the blue color from this particular rectangle color that we created earlier on here. And then the text that I use for the unisex is Monstrat Bold, and then I increase the spaces between each letters to 700. Then I made everything caps. So with the unisex text, I just went with the color code of FF4343. Then I grouped these two text layers and then named them logo. So this is how come I was able to work on just a simple logo for the company. Then when I was done, I just went ahead and then added the items that they sell or they provide, like the items that they sell. Yeah. So I added it over here, and then with that one too, the font that I use was called Monstrat Medium. So it's within the Monstrat family. I went with Monstrat Medium, and then I reduced the spaces between each letters by -50 over here. Then after adding the list of items that they sell, I needed to make sure that people will know that these are the items. So I had to list it or bullet the items. So I went ahead and then drew just a small ellipse shape over here. Then I picked the red color from the unisex color over here, and I just duplicated the small ellipse shape, and then aligned it as bullet points over here. Then I grouped and named it bullet. Yeah. So after that, I also had to add they gave me something like I don't know, something like a slogan in a way, that's quality and affordable. I just added that text over here. Then I grouped these text, the quality and affordable text, then the items, then the bullet point, and then I named everything. I named I first grouped the items and then the bullet point, and then I named it items. After that, I selected the quality and affordable text and then the items group. Then I grouped everything and named it info, which means that this group contains my all my informations over here. So I was almost done. I was left with the bottom part. So with the bottom part, I just added their WhatsApp details, which is follow WhatsApp person, and then I added their contact. Then I also went ahead and then I added their uh, location. So with the location, I wanted to draw attention to the location. So with the location icon that I used here, I changed its color to red. You know, red really grabs attention. So I changed it to this red color that I use for the bullet point and then the unisex text. That's why how come I changed the color of the location icon to red. Then with the call or WhatsApp icon, call or WhatsApp person, with that one I just changed its color to the light blue color that I use as stroke around my image shapes. Once I was done, I also grouped it and named it bottom, which means these are the bottom items. Then I also placed it within the info group. So I know this group contains my information. Yeah. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment and also subscribe to the channel in case you haven't subscribed yet. See you in the next video.